Traders, welcome back to our price action trading lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 and mini futures. Everything starts with pre-market structure analysis. The overall bias of the market right now is bullish. I can see a series of higher lows and higher highs. Step 2 is to locate the correct channel. I have a spike in a channel present, but we have massive overshoot, quite unnatural one. So I was looking for additional channel, something like this. It's very important to have a proper channel drawn on a chart because this gives you confidence. You know where the market is heading, and if you are allowed to be looking for trading opportunities. However, this channel has so much empty room here. There was no additional push phase. We broke lower, so I deleted this uptrend. But market keeps going higher, so I'm thinking, okay, there can be additional channel, for example, something like this, but this channel is way too flat, way too sideways. It doesn't really look that great. So I'm not going to be taking any setup. I'm not even thinking about setups because I want to be confident in my read of the structure. We're below EMA, I cannot go long. It's too bullish for me to sell. I need more confirmations. But because the market started trending lower like this, I'm going to delete this channel again because this push phase down is so strong that there is no solid uptrend and I have to follow short-term trends right now. So we have uptrend correcting. I'm going to redraw the correction channel. A small break, new high, and market created push to new extreme. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark my new low. There was no good short opportunity. I can see that the EMA is starting to go sideways. We're flattening and we have small consolidation. So my next thought process is to maybe predict this consolidation. Now remember, as of right now, nothing is that clear. So my main objective at first is to understand the overall picture, the main context. Then and only then I can consider looking for trading opportunities. So downtrend played out, so I cannot be thinking about selling, but I would need to see some strong push back above the EMA breaking these highs for me to start buying. We have high-low confirmation set up here that worked, but can I take it? Not really, because this trend range is just getting established and it's not really a typical trend range because you can see the left part of the trend range consists of uptrend working higher and now we have downtrend working lower. So this is not typical trend range, so I don't really want to go long just yet. It was too bearish, but I'm paying attention to this move right here. Can the bulls reverse the market back into trend range? No, and market continues to go lower. So this was important because once I see this, why there is no new extreme for this uptrend? Why there's so much empty room here? It's not acting as a trend range. After breaking new extreme, you would expect market to go higher. That's not happening. This means I'm going to delete this. And now this is a sign that we have a bearish channel present. We have to, because the downtrend is a break new extreme, but there is a massive push lower. So what I'm going to do, I have to look at the beginning of the move. Okay, this is the downtrend. This is the beginning. I have first swing, second swing. So I'm going to connect these swings. I have third swing confirmation here. And we have a nice wider channel present. So finally, trading gets easier now, and you can see you have to be patient. You have to adjust to the market structure you get, not the market structure you want. I remain patient throughout the beginning of the session where the price action was unclear, but now where finally we have confirmed structure, series of lower highs and low lows, and we have confirmed channel, I can right now start focusing on short opportunities because the downtrend is confirmed, series of lower highs and lower lows. So I'm going to redraw the short-term option like this. We have a break, push to new extreme. We have a small two-legged pullback, and we have another confirmation of our channel. And this right here is a second entry short. With second entry short is a high probability setup if it forms at the key entry point. This is a great second bar. This is great high probability setup. Two legs up, new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short. Work for decent scalp. At this point, you're expecting lower high confirmation setup below EMA, or for the second entry long, you're expecting the push phase to continue. But hold on, why are we breaking back above EMA? So now I'm not going to sell. I need to sell below EMA because we're not supposed to be breaking the channel if the push phase is about to start. The push phase is not starting. The second entry short worked for a scalp. We're back above EMA, so now I have to be careful. I cannot sell anything. EMA keeps holding even more. So I'm going to redraw to buy the channel. As I get more information, it looks like there is a slightly broader uptrend break that is attempting to get a new high. You have a break in new extreme. Market moves in pairs of twos. One leg, break, second leg, as you can see, even on a larger scale. So now if we're going to break below EMA, I expect new low for this downtrend, new low for the main one. We're breaking below EMA, so this is good, but prices push so far down. So I want to see second entry short at the EMA. Remember, this downtrend to the left still needs to get new extreme. So we have measured move reached. First entry short, pullback, almost second entry short. I was about to take this setup, but there was no trigger. Remember, you need to have a trigger. There needs to be a break below the low of this signal bar for there to be first entry short, failed, second entry short. There is no second entry. Now we're breaking above EMA, so this is telling me, okay, bullish pressure is too strong and I cannot take second entry short above EMA. This is not good. I need to see EMA rejecting. When I see prices going above EMA, I need a lower high confirmation setup. That never formed. The market keeps going sideways, so now once again, I'm a little bit uninterested in this structure because it's too sideways. We expect new low, but I just need a good opportunity. Okay, market is resuming trending lower. We kind of freed ourselves out of this consolidation. We have a new low first entry short. So now I would like to see a second entry short. We have a new low first entry short, pull back, second entry short. There needs to be a trigger below this very signal bar. We have a second entry short, and this is great high probability setup. Two downtrends need to get new extreme. This one and this one, all uptrends played out, and this is great high probability setup. I took this setup myself. We almost have a break in new extreme, double bottom. You cannot take lower high because it's simply so big, so far down into these lows. So now, because this break is too broad, I'm gonna draw a small trend range. I'm still expecting new extreme. Okay, because we don't have new low technically, but because we have double bottom, I would need really nice setup. At the same time, I don't really want to go long. Remember, there is still bigger chance that this downtrend is going to get technical new low rather than reversal. You would need to see some very strong and confirmed uptrend, deep uptrend, for you to start thinking about second entry long. So we are just going sideways. I'm going to zoom in. You see, we have a long setup here, but we can't take it. It's against the main bias. Break a new high, so uptrend played out. I'm gonna mark my break a new high here, break a new high here. No good setup, no trade zone, and market keeps going lower. You have a new low for the main downtrend. Okay, so I'm gonna pause looking to go short. Let's see what's gonna happen. It was too bullish for me to go long. Remember, once again, you need a confirmed strong bullish trend, breaking these highs before you're gonna start thinking about buying. So market keeps going lower and we keep trending lower. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom out and I need to reanalyze the structure again. Our previous channel right now played out, but once again, once your channel has new extreme and you can see prices continuing to go lower, you have to ask yourself why prices keep trending lower. There has to be some bigger channel. And I can observe that sellers are stepping into the market because we have a lot of rejections here. So this is important price level the bulls are struggling to break. So once I saw so many consistent lower highs and low lows, once I can see prices trending lower after new extreme, it simply looks too bearish. I can also take a look at higher time frame, and this was the point where I was starting to look for some wider channel. And because I'm still getting all of these confirmations here, I can trust this wider downtrend. So now I'm back to be trading a bearish trend. Two-legged pullback here. It's important to train yourself to see these two-legged moves. These are only first entries, so more advanced trader can sense that the market is going to break lower, but we don't have a good second entry. Can't reset again, so I don't want to mark any setup. Market keeps going lower. Okay, can we get a second entry? We have a second entry short, but the signal bar is bullish bar. I cannot sell below this bullish bar. What about double bar entry? Well, maybe, but the tail is also bullish. If you have no tail and stronger bearish body, you can consider double bar entry, but even the secondary bar is sketchy, so no way for me to enter. Okay, first entry short above EMA. Can I get a second entry short below? No, and we have overshoot. This means we can have stronger correction in the opposite direction. When you have a break of the main channel trend line, you expect new low. When you have the break of the secondary, we call this trend channel line, this is overshoot. This is unnatural activity because in trending market, you have push phase, correction phase, push phase, correction phase, push phase, but the push phase was too strong, so market needs to go back into equilibrium. So you expect stronger pullback in the opposite direction. So after overshoot, every single time you're going to see second entry short at the EMA, you have to skip it. Now there is no second entry short anyway, fortunately. So you just have to be careful. Market keeps going higher, we keep going higher. We have a nice spike and a channel present. This is nice bullish uptrend working higher. Okay, strong uptrend, definitely. It's confirming the overshoot. First entry long, second entry long we cannot take. But now we have double trap, okay? Double trap, strong bullish bar. And the uptrend needs to get new high. After overshoot, you definitely expect stronger bullish momentum. This uptrend needs to get new high. Such a clean spike in a channel, great tier 1 signal bar, EMA held. This is great high probability setup. Even though the main downtrend is bearish and you expect new extreme, we just had a tiny break. So there's a big chance uptrend is going to get the new high and then you expect new extreme. We actually have high-low confirmation setup of the double trap. Uptrend still needs to get new high, so this is also great setup. You're going to use the double bar entry because you cannot go long above this bar. You're going to use this bar to get a trigger here and take this bar as a double bar entry, break, and the new extreme. So uptrend finally played out. So now I expect new low for the main downtrend. But I simply don't know how many pushes higher there's going to be. There can be bigger channel. After overshoot, we can have reversal. That can happen. So I need to see decisive push below EMA before I'm going to start selling. So we're not below EMA. We're just going sideways. This is just a lower high. I can't take it. It's after overshoot. It's not reversal pattern. So I'm just waiting here. Flat EMA. Okay, we have a massive break below EMA. This is good. And now, because we broke out of this consolidation, and I expect new low with the main bias, I'm going to see breakout pullback. And we have a great breakout pullback. New low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short. So this is not only second entry short, this is also breakout pullback pattern. This downtrend needs to get new extreme. This small one played out. The big downtrend needs to get new extreme as well. Uptrend played out with the break new high. Such a great signal bar. You have a breakout pullback as well. I took this up right here as well. I can't pass such a setup. I'm going to zoom back. You can see really we've been working lower basically the entire session. So odds are really high. We're going to test the new extreme. I took it. It ended up working for a smaller scalp, 6 ticks only, but it ended up stopping me out. So I had a losing trade here. But looking back, I still like this setup. I have to mark it. It's simply too good locally and the main pattern. And now the market is simply just chopping sideways and it's getting too late. The reason why, as I'm looking back, why this trade failed, possible overshoot, generating stronger bullish pressure. But when I'm looking at the action towards the close, everybody just stopped trading for whatever reason and market just chopped. So there was just no momentum, no one left to sell, and we just ended up chopping. So this is the overall structure for today. Big downtrend working lower. Once again, at the beginning of the session, I was drawing uptrend, deleting this. I was drawing consolidation, deleting this. It is normal, it's definitely normal for you to be going back and forth, deleting the channels, drawing new channels, drawing new key entry points. This is normal because you want to be in a position where you want the market to offer you clear structure. You don't want to be frantically chasing everything. So once I was not sure what's the pattern, I'm not even thinking about the setups. I only started to look for good entry opportunities only after I've identified this downtrend. As I was trading this structure right here, I wasn't even looking for setup because it was so unclear, but eventually ended up having great downtrend working lower. 1, 2, 3, 4 great setups, one losing trade, really good one, so no problem. Not everything is 100%. There are a couple more aggressive setups that you can argue, but these are the ones that are really, really great. So I hope you had a good trade. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.